Hey, Nick, for a bunch of guys kind of playing out of position and out of sync and with different guys, they sure played with a lot of force tonight, did you think?
Yeah, they didn't look out of sync at all at either end. I thought, got on them a little bit about last night's, again, it being a little sticky and not energetic enough probably on the defensive end. And they responded well, Doug, and I thought they looked, um, well, pretty organized, I guess. Right, they were organized at both ends, not too many mistakes, and again, I thought a lot of what we call next action basketball. We didn't have something, we just go right to the next thing, and that wasn't there. We go right to the next thing, and we just kind of kept playing and had a good night. A lot of guys. OG shot it well. Yuta and Paul come in and hit 5 threes off the bench. Those are all like
Yeah,
kind
bonus.
of extras, yeah, bonuses, yeah, that get you through a game like this.
Your decision not to play new Freddie and Kem together sure paid off because they played really well separately.
Yeah, it was a good showing by them. I thought they were active and they were forces, and I think it's really nice. I think Doug. I don't want to speak. Let me see here. They both rebounded it. Freddie obviously got the 4 in the first half offensive rebounds. Kim gets a couple, um, but they almost get a whole bunch of other ones. You're a presence on the glass and you're a presence on the defensive glass, and I think that's making somewhat of a difference. I think we're limiting some of the offensive rebounding that's been hurting us, and we're getting some offensive rebounds we haven't been getting, and that's a couple of those each way, and
Yeah,
you're talking about a 6, 8, 10 point swing. Not a lot, but it makes a big difference in the end.
great. Thanks very much as always, Nick. Good luck. See you on Friday.
Thanks, Doug.
Next question goes to Josh Lewenberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick, you touched on the rebounding there. I think it's 3 of the last 4 now that you've out-rebounded the other team, plus 12 on the boards tonight. Is it as simple as just saying you have a few more bigger bodies to work with, or are you seeing something different from some of your regular guys?
Yeah, I think it's size, but not only it's just size all over. I think, Josh, we're just pretty long and athletic and big at the spots we're almost overly big, right? With OG at the 2 really tonight, and Pascal, Chris at the 3, 4. So you got some length and some juice there. So yeah, I think the size and athleticism is a factor.
Great. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Yep. Thanks, Josh.
Going to go next to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Nick. You were talking about OG at the 2. What did you think of him? That's sort of an unusual spot for him, but obviously you guys were forced to do that tonight.
Well, it's good. I think that you never really know if that's going to get a little clunky or not. I mean, a 2 should be a wing player for us, and they should be able to be versatile like that. And it was good. We ran a bunch of stuff for him early, and he was kind of turning the corner like he's used to doing. And then they were going underneath a lot of his screens. So I, told him to start popping back and shooting the 3 like a 2 guard would, So I thought he did good, and he did a heck of a job on DeRozan too. He made it tough on him most of the night.
And if you could have your way on a perfect Raptors team, would Chris Boucher be a 4 for you, like he was tonight, or do you like him as a center?
Not, man. I think he's got to play the 4, and I think we found that out here this year. He's got to be a 4 or less. I think it's just, again, you can't line up with him in the size and that you see night in and night out.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep. Thanks, Aaron.
All right, folks, we got a fair amount of hands up. Let's go one question each, and we do have Freddie Gillespie waiting in the wings. I'm going to start off with William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win. It seems like your bench has really given you pretty steady production of late. And I think today you had 4 guys shooting, close to 50% or better. Are you seeing more connectivity out of your bench? Obviously, this is a very odd situation with many guys out, but it seems like some of these guys are playing well together at the moment.
Well, they did tonight, right? They did tonight. And it's, it's hard to call them the bench. I mean, this is Paul's first game in 10 games, right? Freddie's 3rd or 4th game with us. I mean, we kind of, whoever's kind of left over there gets some run, and I just think that most of this tonight, William, was the product of us playing much more organized and unselfishly offensively. We really were moving it from side to side. We were, again, playing next action basketball. And what happens is it gets spread, usually when you're doing that right, it gets spread around to everybody gets a crack at it in rhythm. And they all just stepped into them and just happened to hit them tonight. And if they didn't have them, they got off it or they drove it hard into the paint and got it out to somebody else. So I'd like to see our total paint touches tonight. I know we had, I think, 20 or 35 in the first half after having 45 for the game last night. So just a whole different look and productivity because of that.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Going next to Yoko Miyagi from Sport Graphic Number.
Hi, Yoko. I can't hear you. I don't think you're on mute either.
All right, we'll try her again in a second.
Okay,
I'm going to go
okay.
next to
Sorry
Louis
about that,
Zapman
Yoko.
from Raptors Republic.
Who are we going to now?
Uh,
Louis?
yeah.
Is that you, Louis?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Hey, Coach, I thought it was funny you mentioned 0.5 before the game, the Popovich thing, because to me it seemed like OG's on-ball decision-making was about as instant as I've seen. How do you speed something like that up for a guy like OG?
Well, we don't really reference the 0.5 mentality, Louis, ourselves. We kind of say 0.8. We thought 0.5 was a little too fast for us, so 0.8. Again, just trying to, we want to play on the catch. That means if it's coming to you, you should be ripping through it and heading to the rim. If you got a shot, you catch it and shoot it. And if you feel a swing pass, you get rid of it as soon as it touches your hands. And again, we need OG to be that kind of player because I think he's going to play, some wing, some two, some four. He's going to be coming off screens. He's going to be setting screens. And that when he's setting, he's going to be getting hit on the roll. So he's got to make the next quick decision, to go on. So just good. He's getting better. Skills are getting better. Experience.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome. Nice hat. Nice toque.
It's really bad hair, not nice hat, but
I understand. Been there.
Right, we're going to go back to Yoko from Sport Graphic Number.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep. Good,
Okay,
Yoko.
great. Last week, Utah was talking about difficulty of the balance, not making mistake, and also be aggressive. And it looks like he's found some balance of that.
Yep.
Do you have any turning point for him? Can you pinpoint?
Not really, Yoko. I think that he's played really well here in about, 4 of the last 5, 3 of the last 4 for sure. Really well. I thought tonight he looked really aggressive. You just like when the ball came to him, you knew he had his mind made up that he was open enough to shoot it. I think he took some tonight that were slightly or heavily contested more than he normally takes, which is good because he's got the size to shoot over people, and those are good shots. He takes those corner threes, and we want him to be aggressive on those. So I think, again, another really good night for him. Lots of good hustle plays, lots of good defense, and, he throws up 11 points, and what did he play, 20 minutes? Pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
2 more questions for you, Coach. First one goes to Alex Fleming from the Florida Sun.
Victory tonight. You had 6 players in double figures, 2 with 9 points who almost had double figures. You out-rebounded them by 15, and you shot 46.7% from the three-point line. All around team effort. Do you believe it was the size that was the issue? And can you speak to me about the addition of Khem Burke?
Yeah, there was a lot of good performances tonight, right? I think that, again, we just had a really good mindset at both ends. We were playing good help defense, and we were sharing the ball on offense, and that's the way it gets spread around like that. A lot of guys stepped into shots and made them, which was good. And our rebounding effort was a combination of some size and just some energy. I think our energy was was a bigger key to the game. I just think we played with a little more urgency and energy tonight than last night for sure, and then tonight maybe then more than our opponent tonight. And Kem's been a great addition, right? He looks good out there. He's still finding his way with us, but I'll take a 14 and 6 and 20 plus 25 plus 29 minutes from him. Thought he protected the rim really well. Even ones he didn't block, he altered. But no, he looked good out there tonight.
And final question for you, Coach, goes to Takashi Shibata from Japan.
Hello, Coach.
Takashi, how are you?
Not very nice. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And I'd like to ask about your next action basketball. What you say? There was one play that shooter made in the fourth quarter that he drove to the basket and kicked it off to the corner. Then ball was swung to Malachi for the three-pointer. Was that kind of express what the next action basketball means?
Kinda. That's more what we call our drive, kick, and swing. Is that when you go hard to the rim and the defense collapses, a lot of times they'll rotate out to the first pass, and it's that next pass. So it's the kick out pass and then the swing pass that enables the guy to get the three. Our next action stuff is, I don't know, we come off a mid screen and roll and there's nothing there, right? So we got to hit the big on a pop. Then the next action is he swings it to the side and we run a side pick and roll. And there's nothing there. And then he swings it over to the other side and we maybe run a dribble handoff situation. So that's combinations of actions that you just got to keep working through until you have broken down the defense or put them into rotations. And that's what we're talking about with next action basketball.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.